Hello, today I'm going to be showing you my reptile room. I'm Brandon, this is BJT Reptiles. I hope you enjoy the video. So firstly, as you enter the room, we've got Jaffa up top here, we've got Henry's Viv, we've got Blue, and then we've got Pascal. So we'll start with Pascal because he's out. So this is Pascal. Pascal is what I believe a hypo leopard gecko. He's my oldest leopard gecko. He's definitely the most timid out of the two I've got, but he's got a special place in my heart because he is my first leopard gecko. So as you can see, he's got a 3x2 Viv. This is the cold spot over here. This is the hot spot. As you can see, he needs a good clean out. I've also got some ice pods on the way to help me with that. That is about a week's worth of poop because he's been eating dubia roaches rather than locusts. That will literally be clean after this video. He's got a bit of slate on the hot side, some calcium. He's got a mealworm dish that he's buried. He's got cold hide, slate on the cold hide, some water, and 2 hot hides. Now that one, when he's in shed, the rock one there is used as a humid hide, but right now he doesn't need it. And he is a stunning animal. And then we move up to Blue's Viv, which is my second leopard gecko. So he's in the same type of Viv. Oh, he's out as well. This is Blue, so he is an eclipse. He's a little bit smaller and obviously younger than Pascal, as I stated earlier. So this is his hot side, so on the other side. He's got 2 hides. That one is a humid hide because he's just shed, as you can see some of the sphagnum moss. This is a mealworm dish. This is a bit of cork bark, and then he's flung poop about. He got cleaned a little bit more, a little earlier than Pascal did. So there's less poop, but that needs cleaning too. I don't know what he's doing right now. His Viv is pretty much the same. It's just white. I got them both for free, and they're both doing the job. Then we move up to the next Viv, which is Henry. So Henry is actually my first snake. Henry we can unlock and we can go into. So this is his hot side over here. As you can see, the heat map's pointing through there. So he's got a couple hides, some plants, and he usually is on either the cool side or the hot side, but he's obviously not on the hot side. So he's actually through here. You can see him just there. This hide needs cleaning. I just spot cleaned him today, so he's getting a deep clean in probably a week's time, so that will all get washed and disinfected very, very soon. Let's make sure that that's secure. Henry is the only snake I have owned that has ever escaped a vivarium, so we make sure that that one is locked at all times. He is in a 3x1.5. He's around 4 foot long, and he's a Lamprepeltis mexicana or Mexican king snake or San Luis Potosi king snake. There's so many names for him, but his Viv is amazing. He was on newspaper because if you've been following the channel, he is terminally ill. However, his stitches have healed, or they healed a couple months back now, so he's now in a fully done up Viv. He's only got a small water dish, as I didn't want to overdo it with the humidity because it was a little bit high in the past. But yeah, that's Henry. If we go up to the top shelf, this is Jaffa's Viv. So as you can see, she's underneath this cork bark here. So she is a corn snake that I got off my friend who recently gave up his collection. He had 2 corn snakes and 2 rainbow boas. I managed to get hold of his oldest corn snake. I was supposed to have a rainbow boa, but the situation's changed. She's under there. She is stunning. So she is in need of an upgrade of her Viv. Hers is clean, as you see. So she is on a heat mat, but I have got a heat lamp plugged in, so I'm just waiting to get a thermostat, and then that will be used over the heat mat. She's got some fake plants, 2 hides, water. However, this is a 3x1 Viv, and I want at least a 4x1, maybe a 4x2 or a 4x1.5. So she is due an upgrade, but that's what she's in currently. Then we move over here, so we've got an empty Viv, which will probably have some sort of invertebrate in, an incubator that needs the heatsink replacing, and an empty rub. Then we go down, and actually it's feeding day, so Anubis is at the glass. So this is my first ever royal python. There's a bit of shed still there. He has recently been moved off the top shelf of my ball python rack, so his Viv is in need of a clean because everything's been shoved about. But he is, if I'm not mistaken, coming up on 2 years old. He's a decent sized male ball python. He's just a normal Het TSK Xanthic. This is his hot side. It's got 2 hides, as you can see. It's got some flowers, big climbing area there that he does use. I can confirm that. He's got some cork bark and some mucky water, because as I said, he's recently been moved. He's a very, very active snake, and he's very, very fun to own, very, very inquisitive. He is in a 3x1.5 right now. What might happen for the time being is he might get moved into the 3x1, and Jaffa might get moved down here just so she's got a little bit more space because she's a little bigger. But this is his Viv, and he will get it back eventually. We then move over to the ball python rack. So this is all the ball python rack. And then there's this one here. So this is Bernard. I've shown you him before. He's spilled his water. He's a dick. He is a yellow belly lesser, or a lesser yellow belly ball python. He's the youngest one in the collection. He's in the hatchling rack right now, but he will be eventually moved into one of these, which is a 24.5 litre rub. But right now he's in here. This is my incubator. It's not plugged in at the minute, but she is locked. So I'm not going to show you her or a pep, but this is my leopard female, as you can see there. And underneath this hide is a pinstripe male. They are both Hetford pied, and they are locked as we are speaking, which means that hopefully I'll have some babies from her soon, and she's a very, very big female. Now, an interesting fact about her is that she's actually second generation. So what that means is that one of her parents was wild caught. Now, the other one was captive bred, so she is a captive bred specimen, but one of her parents was wild caught. Her Pep is also the smallest adult male I've got, but he is up to size for breeding. This is his normal Viv. I've just cleaned this and redone it while he's in there, so this is completely new substrate, all clean hides, all clean water. This is Ophelia, so we're moving over one. So Ophelia is my GHI female. She is the third biggest female I own, and the third female I own. I only own 3 female ball pythons. She's a stunning animal. She's got 2 hides. There is one at the back, and food bowl, water bowl over there, sorry. It is feeding day, so I'm not going to make the mistake of opening this and getting bit. But yes, that is Ophelia, my female. And then we'll move down quickly to Zippy, who you can see is out, but kind of not. He's in between 2 hides. Zippy is my biggest male. He's a normal het hide, but I'm going to call him a dinker because he looks nothing like a normal. He's too dark and his pattern is too weird. But yeah, he's in a 64 litre rub. These are in a 62 litre rub, I should say that. And then we'll move over here. So this is my breeding colony of dewey roaches, as you can see. That one's alive. Some bug grub. I've put some banana in here as well. That's been demolished. There's a fair few of them in there, to be fair, even though it's only a small rub. There's actually quite a few in there. This is an empty egg box. We've got an empty Viv down there, skull, some hand sanitizer, and some Reptisafe, which I don't really use that often, but I might start using because I've got it. Move up here, I've got my locusts, and then we've got Reginald in here. So I say reptile room, but this is an entirely non-reptile shelf. This is the top of the ball python rack. So he's a Syrian dwarf hamster. He's hidden underneath his food bowl right now in the green. I'm colorblind. That hide. Yeah, he's cool as hell. This is Akari. So Akari is my oh dear. Akari is my killer tarantula. As you can see, there's a molt in there. Now she has just recently molted, so I won't disturb her too much. But that is the first molt she's ever had with me. I'm going to try and sex her tomorrow with that molt. I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to take it to the pet shop. She has got a heat mat on the back that's not plugged in right now. The plug is there. But once I've sorted this room, it will be plugged in again. She doesn't need heat, but I'd like to give her the option of doing so. As you can see, she spends most of the time around the back anyway, so it won't hurt. It'll just, you know, keep her a little bit happier. Yeah, that's the current reptile room. As I'm going along, actually, I'll show you where the rest are going. So Cherrim is going to go here on this level, so I've got to build the rest of the rack. So this will all be moved. Cherrim will be here. She's in a 4x1 at the minute. She is my second biggest female. And then above her, so basically in line with Jaffa, will be Gordon. Now Gordon is in currently a 2-foot Viv. However, he will be upgraded into this Viv here, which I've got to build. I got this for free with these two. And that is a 3x1.5 Viv. So it's the exact same Viv as that, but a different colour. And he will be moved into that. He is my hognose. He's only small, but I believe an upgrade could be good for him. And we'll try him. If it's not good for him, we will revert him back into the other Viv. But I'll have them both set up ready. Yeah, so that is my reptile room tour. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you haven't, please comment below why and what I could do to improve next time. I'd love to hear your feedback. But yeah, this is my reptile room, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Goodbye.